Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all glory and all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, a great man, soon I do well. A salutation going out to the Akiam, and the four corners of the earth, we push and teach just with sincerity and in truth. Alright, it's your brother Rab here. Alright, once again for the edification for the elect's sake. Alright, I know it's a quick update on World War 3, alright, in scanning through the social media, alright, all the news programs, trying to keep update on what is taking place, alright, could the scripture say be circumspect, alright, we need to be aware what is taking place around us, alright, and men are great millstone, we as the men that are the watchmen for Yahbashim Yahushai, we watch it, alright, and, for the nation of Israel, alright. So, as we watch it, we sung the alarm, alright, we sung in the alarm, and again, you people warning, alright, that, hey, the time is upon us, and we could clearly see, World War 3 is about to be at a world stage where other nations gonna be involved, alright, and I have some videos here, with some guys bringing out some facts, alright, Steve Ram and also EMTV, alright. Christopher Green, alright, and Christopher Green, alright, so, let us go into the video and let's bring on some precepts,
Breaking news coming out as we have updates for you regarding potential nuclear war, and many fear that we are entering into World War III. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And first, if you can hear me okay, before we get to the information, please let me know in the comments if you can hear. Karen says she can hear me. Potentially to World War II nuclear bomb that is ready. It's potentially to World War III. Shizu, anybody else on? You can hear me and see me okay. Penny says hi, Steve. Karen says she can hear me. Leo says yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and get you guys caught up on the latest. Now, a lot of people are saying we are getting closer and closer as tensions are intensifying around the world, and we're entering in potentially to World War III. So, a little bit of context for you. 5 days ago, President Joe Biden announced that the U.S. has a new nuclear bomb that is ready. It's 24 times more powerful than that which was dropped on Nagasaki back in World War II. 3 days ago, Putin has announced that he is withdrawing from a treaty that bans the testing of nuclear weapons, and they are saying that they are no longer a part of that there is no peace treaty, there is no ban, that they can do whatever they like with nuclear weapons. Yeah.
I just want to say, as I say, peace, alright? When they actually say peace and safety, then sudden destruction drop on them, alright? And I can bring that out in the book of Thessalonians, alright? I'm gonna bring it out here. Right, First Thessalonians. Let's see if I can remember that. Precept 5 and we'll try 3. Yeah, alright. First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Alright? And these are the times that we end in too. Alright? Times we have no peace and no safety. Alright? No peace, no safety. Alright? So that's why it is, Putin back out from this. I'm gonna bring it back. Alright.
Of nuclear weapons, and they are saying that they are no longer a part of that there is no peace treaty, there is no ban, that they can do whatever they like with nuclear weapons. Yesterday, Russia comes out and they announce, they are warning that they have a historic achievement in which Russia now has.
So there's no more peace treaty, no more nuclear laws or anybody that come and tell them they cannot test or do this and do that. There's no one coming out and saying anything. Alright? So everybody flexing the power right now. Everybody flexing the muscles. Alright? And this is where it's gonna end up too. Alright? This is all planned and staged by the elites. Alright? Because they are already underground, right? In their bunkers, everything done set and planned, alright, for the new world order, alright, the new CBDCs and MOTBs, alright, all these things are already, staged, alright, and planned. So everything now is just let everything play out, alright, like a movie. But listen up.
The most powerful nuclear weapons on Earth. And there are now articles coming out on this that are confirming that they believe that Russia now has the most powerful nuclear weapons that exist on Earth. And then just today, Israeli officials suggest that a nuclear bomb should be dropped in Gaza to eradicate Hamas. So in the past week or so, there has been a lot of talk about the use of nuclear weapons. And a lot of people are fearing that this could be the end. And we heard this warning already as all of this started unfolding about the.
And that's what it is. We are the end. Alright? We are the end. Alright? We are the end. Yeah, and it's come. Alright? I bring all that. Alright? The book of Ezekiel 6. Let's see what it says here. Alright. Ezekiel 6 and 6. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it's come. Alright. We at the end. Alright, because we are the watchmen, we're watching. Alright, seeing the prophecies fulfilling. Alright. Watching all the world events that were taking place and applying it to the scriptures. Alright. We are the end. Alright. We are the end that, it won't be normal anymore. Alright. Going into martial law, civil unrest. Alright. Famine, pestilence. All these things are going to come simultaneously. Alright. So, back to the video.
Past month or so, Elon Musk came out and said that we are on the brink of World War III and that this could be an existential threat to humanity, that we could destroy ourselves with the nuclear weapons that we currently have in our possession.
Exactly. I know it for. Alright? That we couldn't. It will. Alright? The Lord said He's going to destroy them that destroy the earth. Alright? The will. Alright? This must come to pass.
And that we must avoid World War III at all costs. And
this is something that they cannot avoid. This is something that nobody cannot stop. Alright? No one cannot stop this. Alright? No one. Not a soul can stop this. Alright? Let's see if I can find that precept. Yeah, Ezekiel's Ezekiel no, Salakia, 2 Ezra 16:1. It says, woe be unto thee, Babylon, and as Asia, woe be unto Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourself with cloths of sack, and here bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you. Who may turn it back? There's no one can turn it back. Alright? In verse 4 it says, a fire is sent among you. Who may quench it? Alright? Verse 5, plagues are sent unto you. And what? I'm going to highlight it. Highlight the precepts. Alright? Plagues are sent unto you. And what is he that may drive them away? Alright? No one can drive them away. Alright? It's already sent by the Lord. Alright? Yabashim Yahushai. Nobody can turn it back. So they could do what they want to try to avoid World War III. It must come to pass. Thus said Yabashim Yahushai. Thus said the Lord.
Now, we've seen probably in the past 5 days or so, the United States, Israel, Russia, all talking about nuclear bombs being used and the potential use of them. Now, not everybody's on board, and a lot of people, I think, realize the ramifications of what could unfold if such actions were taken. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I see that we've got about 1,800 people on. Put a 1 if you think we must stop the talk of nuclear weapons. Put a 2 if you think that they are probably needed, like we need to go this route. And Israel is saying that we need to use this on Gaza. However, if that happens...
I skipped that. Say, you should put hooks in their jaws. Alright? And this is something that no man could turn back. Alright? No man could stop. Alright? Prophets have been prophesying about this. Alright? From back then. Alright? And we started off with Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. And we've seen these things happening. Alright? We've seen it in plain sight. Alright? So if the prophets back then prophesy about this, about these events, you know, we are the prophets that are here now. You know, we are speaking about it the same way. Alright? Which we seen it in plain sight. You know, these prophets back then, they saw, you know, the destruction in a vision, in a dream. Alright? It says in verse 9, the prophet which prophesied of peace. And this is these pastors in the churches. Alright? Prophesying of peace. Alright? When the word of the prophet shall come to pass, this is the men that sigh and cry in sheet corners. It's a cloth, alright, with garments who they say we wear, where they mention that, you know, we look like women, alright, wearing dresses, alright. But at the end of the day, it says, the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him, alright. This is when they will understand. It will be too late, alright. It will be too late. Alright, so I'm going to go back here and go to...
Ladies and gentlemen, General
Green
here, AMTV, hard-hitting and in your face the world, and that is Iran. That is absolutely clear. Talk about what's next, what the elites have planned. What I see on the horizon is the #1 risk here in the United States of America and worldwide, affecting westernized nations, anywhere you might be tuning into the world, and that is Iran. That is absolutely clear that the U.S. political class will be engaging and is already actively engaging Iran through proxies in places like Syria with bombings. That's something that Joe Biden successfully completed just about a week and a half ago as a result of the tragic attack, of course, in Israel. So we see posturing for this. We see a lot of really intense rhetoric coming from the Iranians as well, and Arab nations supporting Iran and actually wanting war with the West, wanting war with the United States. Again, trust this plan because this has everything to do with the economic, financial, CBDC, political reset that they've always intended and structured by design a long time ago. Also, breaking news, there was an assassination attempt on Palestine President Abbas. They said this could have been an inside job, very much almost like a Franz Ferdinand type moment, very serious development. One of his bodyguards was actually taken out as a result. I don't know if the bodyguard was trying to defend him or not, but just another case in point that things are about to pop off. Again, I warned long in advance. They did not run these nationwide EAS alerts for no reason. They haven't set you up like this for no reason. They didn't spend all this money, cause all this inflation, grow the debt to the levels that they currently did if they weren't planning on resetting it. We've had terrible, terrible news coming from Wall Street. Citibank was the latest. Yesterday, they are firing and laying off tens of thousands of employees. That'll be coming in the coming days. All these zombie banks, too big to fail, that took taxpayer money in 2008 and 09 are now going and sinking to zero, all a part of the reset. And the whole reason they've done this with the banking system is to consolidate it to just a few typical, large, highly controlled, really I would argue state-owned banks to put everybody on the same paradigm and system when they eventually introduce capital controls, financial lockdowns, of course I've been warning about, and then they reset that system into the new digital currency.
All right, and that gonna cause civil unrest, all right, martial law, and all these sort of things. All right, you know what was taking place in Venezuela. All right, the collapse of the dollar. All right, the rationing of food. All right, all these sort of things gonna take place. All right, mass murders, killings. All right, invading of one another homes. All right, and the scripture speak about it. All right, let me go to it here. All right. I said, start at verse 14. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. All right, and that is World War III. All right, as you see, as it says, swords in their hands, not literally speaking about a sword. All right, the modern day sword is the gun, and we've seen it taking place. All right, and these arrows also goes back to these nuclear capabilities. All right, these nuclear weapons. All right, ICBMs. All right, it says here in verse 15. It says, verse 16. For there shall be sedition amongst men, invading one another. All right, sedition. I'm gonna look up that word sedition. All right. Let's see if I could first time using this app. All right, so All right. So you look up the word here, sedition. All right. Incitement of discontent or rebellion against a government. All right. Any action, especially in speech or writing, promoting such discontent or rebellion. All right. Rebellion. Disorder. All right. Right. Speech or behavior direct against the peace of a state. All right. So all these things, all right, that it's saying here is taking place right now on the earth. All right. So there shall be sedition amongst men. All right, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings. All right. No princes, and the causes of the action shall not stand in their power. That we have no police or soldiers to run to for help. All right. Because of the pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right. Men shall be afraid. It didn't say women, it said men. So all the ones that feel that, they're all puffed up, all right, and they feel the bad, you will see all who bad in that time, all right. No one better than Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all right. Say a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, right? Because of the lack of bread. This is what gonna take place, all right. When the bring forth their new monetary system, all right, and the new world order, all right, a lot of people is gonna go hungry, all right. That'll be the famine of bread, all right, and all this is gonna take place, all right. Pestilence, when they drop those atomic bombs, all right, and nuclear bombs, they're gonna bring forth diseases, all right, radiation, all right. This is what's gonna take place, all right.
Reset. But what I want you to understand here is it's clear Israel is not going to abide by a ceasefire. In fact, King Bibi said today, no ceasefire. He wants release of hostages. All that is really good. I'm praying for that as well. Hopefully they do release hostages. But this is about a biblical, holy war. This is about taking agenda, as I talked about it spiritually just a few days ago.
It's a spiritual war, but there's nothing holy about it. All right? Lord is cleansing his land. All right? Because the people that dwell in there don't belong there. All right? So, it is what it is. The Lord is the master of the master in this war. All right? He must say the army. He ordained everything that taking place. All right?
This is really, really bad. We see anxiety picking up, of course, in the United States. We see protests erupting worldwide. This is a crafted Arab Spring type protest that the West has crafted intentionally, but much bigger. Just times it by 1,000x. That way they've created a political protest vacuum to introduce the solution to the problem, of course, that they created. But what I'm really worried about personally, what I see as their next rabbit that they pull out of the hat is war with Iran. So I'm expecting a huge event that they'll blame Iran on, and they'll blame probably Russia on, and they'll blame, North Korea or somebody like that. But it's all about posturing for Iran. It's clear that the radical neocons like Lindsey Graham and others, Nikki Haley, they all want war, and they're all posturing for war with Iran. See, they're not done with just, one war, or Iraq, or Afghanistan, or now Israel, or Ukraine. They're going for the whole poncho here. They want the whole apple pie, and they want to put their teeth and smack right into it. And so this is all leading up to war with the Iranians, who many believe, and I believe, I've said this for some time, I think already have nuclear weapons. So this could be probably leading into some kind of large nuke event, which I've also warned about, so that they can blame the hostility on the crafted enemy. So then, of course, they can direct people into the war, popularize the war. If they need to call a draft, I mean, nobody's going to refuse the draft after something like that happens, God forbid, because it wasn't predictable and it's so tragic that everyone's going to.
All right, so now this is what taking place. This is the update and what is taking place around the world. All right, World War III. All right, and it's about that. All right, so hope this lesson was edifying. With that, I want to give all glory and all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakadash, double honors to the apostles of great mercy who do well. A salutation going out to the Akim and the four corners of the earth. Push and teach this word in sincerity and in truth. Brother Rap saying, until next time, saying shalom. Oh my.